Hey everyone, meteorologist Mike Griffith here for East Coast Weather Association and also for Carolina Weather Pro. And we are looking at the infrared satellite imagery. Very, very active days. You can see the upper level low system up here in Canada along the Canada and US border sitting there spinning, as this is going to be a big time trough that's going to develop and actually push eastward into Memorial Day, which is going to make it really unsettled across the eastern part of the United States. More severe weather likely on Sunday and maybe even into Monday points further east here. But we're looking right now at a huge area of thunderstorms. Was a series of waves, short waves that were traveling from west to east and across the Appalachian Mountains on Saturday, and they caused some severe weather across Virginia, even parts of northern North Carolina. And there are some storms moving into western parts of suburbs of Charlotte right now. It is almost 2 o'clock in the morning here, early Sunday morning. So if you see this, going to be some storms moving through Charlotte. There's some warnings out here to the west. I'm in Gastonia, which actually is a suburb of Charlotte. It's out west off of 85. And it looks like there's some warnings out right now. But I think it's going to weaken as it gets here. Hopefully, anyway. I don't want to lose power tonight. But this is a big area of storms blowing up tonight across Oklahoma, into Arkansas, even into Missouri, Tennessee, and moving into western North Carolina here. And this is going to be the trend throughout the course of the night, although this upper level system is going to kind of move this way and will affect the weather here into Memorial Day. Let's take a look at the GFS models, and I'll show you what I'm talking about here for the next I want to say 7 days or so. We can look at that. Right here is that upper level low. We're looking at the 500 millibar height anomalies, which is overall pressure patterns and tendencies in the upper atmosphere that we can use to say how stormy and cool it's going to be, or how hot and dry it's going to be, which is more in the reds. So you can see out here in the western part of the United States, it's going to be ridge building out there, which is going to keep them warm and dry, especially Oregon and the Washington, the Seattle, also into Vancouver, British Columbia. And this trough tries to strengthen on Sunday here, which is going to push a lot of upward motion across the east, which means that the air is going to be rising, which is going to form thunderstorms. And those storms are going to be strong to severe all the way from Texas into North Carolina and the shore and the beach points too. I wanted to say shore, but that's only for New Jersey. So we're looking at severe on Sunday anywhere in here in this path as the storms are going to develop along the approaching cold front that's going to form right here. And this front will actually push eastward on Monday and cause a lot of showers and thunderstorms all up and down the East Coast. Sorry to spoil your Memorial Day plans, but that looks like what it's going to do. Colder and stormier across the central upper Midwest, across Minnesota and Wisconsin. Looking unsettled there into Sunday night, into early Memorial Day. The heat starts to build out there in Seattle and Oregon and even California, but you're going to start to see some news articles come out about the heat out there in Seattle. They're going to start to bake out there in response to this trough of upper level energy of cooler and stormier than usual here on Memorial Day. So this trough is right in here on Memorial Day, and it tries to head eastward, which is going to keep the showers and thunderstorms all the way down the East Coast here, along the East Coast, all in through here, especially the short point. There's going to be thunderstorm activity, rain, and unsettled as a cold front approaches from the west. Could even have some severe on Memorial Day as well. Now, as that trough moves in, looks like Detroit, Chicago, Minneapolis, Milwaukee, all the way up into Buffalo, Erie, along the Great Lakes, they're going to be cooler than usual here to start the month of June. That's going to keep the whole Northeast cool as this upper level trough moves into the Northeast. But the cool weather will actually spread all the way down into Georgia. Florida, they're going to be seasonable. There's nothing real, a lot to talk about them. Nothing really affects them much other than frontal boundaries and sea breezes down there. So they should be fine. They shouldn't be too cold. But across the Northeast, it's going to be chilly into the beginning of June, and that's going to last for quite a while. There's no pronounced energy here, or ridges, I should say, across the east, which is going to keep us warm. Here comes another upper level feature on the 2nd of June, and this little bowling ball tries to move across the Northeast here on June 4th or so, late June 3rd, maybe into June 4th. So it looks like it's going to be cool a lot into the beginning of June for the eastern half of the United States. All these areas of low pressure just kind of come out of Canada and the Rockies, and they just want to move eastward, drop cold fronts. Probably will be more severe weather in through here. Florida is going to remain unsettled with showers and thunderstorms down there in Miami and Fort Lauderdale through the beginning of June because it's just going to remain active. Here comes our next piece of energy out here in the west. It's just going to be an active train railroad pattern of upper level disturbances through the beginning of June. And a big coastal low looks like it's even possible here around June 10th or so, which is going to wrap a lot of rain and moisture and cooler air in like this around the 10th of June or so, if that verifies. And it looks like the west begins to, well, not begin, but the west continues to bake out there with an upper level high, and out in the eastern United States it remains cool and stormy with an upper level low. And that is because the southern branch of the jet stream is remaining very active and converging with the northern branch of the jet stream, converging over the eastern United States, causing instability, showers, and thunderstorms, and cooler than usual temperatures, which is what we forecast about a month or two ago. I'm East Coast Weather Association meteorologist Mike Griffith. Enjoy your Memorial Day, everybody. Hope you found this informative. I'm also a meteorologist for Carolina Weather Pro. It's kind of like my own independent page there on Facebook, so make sure you like it. Click in the description of this video for the address on Facebook to go and like that page. Thanks a lot, everybody, and enjoy the holiday.